I am Kentania Sitole. I'll be the guest, I guess, of today.
Hi, my name is Tato and I'm currently a first year LLB student at the University of South Africa, or UNISA.
My name is Ibisile and I'm Nonkule's friend.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Kevin Mabusi.
Hi guys, my name is Nonkulego and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, this is a Bible study YouTube channel, but I thought why not incorporate this, Because yeah. So things I wish I knew. Things I wish somebody told me when I was in grade 12. This is long overdue, but the year has not ended, so I'm still right on time, right?
Okay, so my word of advice to someone that's in matric right now is Sana, pray. Sana, first of all, just pray. Pray about everything. Pray about everything that's going on in your life. Pray about your studies. Pray about your friends. Pray about the place you're gonna live in, the varsity you're gonna go to. Pray about the money that you're not gonna have. Pray about just pray, okay? Because at this point, matric is very stressful, and you have to deal with being in matric, and also have to deal with having to apply for varsity, being worried that, oh, what if they don't accept me? What if? Listen, go back to Jeremiah 29 verse 11. He knows the thoughts that he has. He knows the plans that he has for you. Plans to not harm you, but to give you hope in the future. So remember that whatever happens. Listen to the Holy Spirit. Let the Holy Spirit guide you. Ask for guidance. Ask for a light to show you the way that you're supposed to go. Keep reading the word. Keep staying strong. I feel like one thing that I wish someone had told me was that when you get here, you're starting over. You're basically a kid. If you're gonna go to a varsity that's very far away from home, you're by yourself, and sometimes it can get really hard. And sometimes you think, I'm okay, but you're really not okay, and you're stuck in your room, and you're having a panic attack, and you have no one there with you. You need to remember that God is a healer, and he does things in your life to make you stronger. And now when you look back, you are like, you know what, that situation was supposed to happen. What was supposed to happen.
Okay, my advice to any matriculant that may be watching, and I feel so weird of making this video because I was just a matriculant not so long ago, but my advice to any matriculant that is watching, try to make sure that you're doing well on your studies, because it really will determine the schools that you go into next year. That's if you go into further your studies. And apply, please. My mistake was I did not apply, and even though God intervened in all of that, but then sometimes I'm like, I should have applied more, then it would have been better. Try to find what you're good at, because you don't want to be in a place where you constantly changing courses because of uncertainty. And I think if you feel like you're unsure right now, make sure that you seek advice from people. Do career tests, all of that, so that you're certain for sure that whatever that you're applying for is actually what you want, because you have to deal with it for the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So make sure that you choose wisely in terms of what you want to do, and take yourself seriously. I think there is an element of not taking ourselves seriously that makes us neglect things that are actually very necessary when you become a uni student. Like making sure that you know what you want, that's something that you should be taking seriously, because this is your life.
Number one, study. Do not take this for granted. Put yourself around people who are motivated, determined to pass matric, and to do so emphatically. Secondly, if you don't make it, there's always a second chance. It's not the end of the world. You won't die and collapse. Do not become suicidal. Do not compare yourself. Do not do anything radical that you could probably regret in years time. So there's always a second chance. There's second chance programs you can always rewrite. You can always do your supplementaries. You can always upgrade if the marks are not good. It's not the end of the world. And I think a lot of matrics don't know that, because it's almost like an end all be all. It's like final destination type of situation, where if you fail or you don't get the marks you probably desired, then the world is over. And lastly, put your studies in prayer. I think that's one thing I never did, unfortunately. And as much as I was a Christian, but
It's really helpful when you have exams term 2, term 3, term 4, because you learn how to navigate the examination season way better each term, right? So I really did not know how to. I knew what is expected of me in the exam season, right? But I did not know how to navigate through the pressures, the stress, the heavy workload, the competition. I really could not, navigate through that. So and then term 3, I knew the things I did wrong in term 2, and in term 3 I was able to work through those things and obviously be more wise and be more strategic when it comes to schoolwork and navigating all the things that come with the exam season in grade 12, right? And then when I got to the final term, I wouldn't say I knew everything, but I would say I managed the exam season way better. And what I'm gonna say is something that every grade 12 has heard a lot, but it's really helpful, and that thing is be ahead of the teachers. Trust me, this will have you covered. Be ahead of the teachers. Don't wait for the teacher to do a specific topic, then that's the time where you only start doing it. Be ahead of the teachers. So at my extra lessons would cover all those topics during the holidays. So when we start school, when term 3 school started and schools opened for term 3, I was covered, to be honest with you. Don't judge me for the English, I'm just human. I was covered for term 3 because I knew so much, and it was really just revision. So be ahead of the teachers, get extra lessons if that helps you be ahead of the teachers. Okay, let me explain to you. Then sometimes doing your homeworks too much makes you spend less time studying, right? And I know some people be like, how? Because doing your homework is studying. No, not all the time. Because so what's the topic you've been giving a homework on? I don't know if that makes sense, but the topic you've been given homework on is something that really isn't too difficult for you, and you're busy spending hours doing that, knowing very well this is not a problem for you. You could just not, since you know it that well, you could just not do it and do the stuff that is difficult. Focus on the stuff that you're struggling on and study that. For me, I didn't do homeworks that much because honestly, I'm not telling you to not do homework, but spend more time studying than doing.
And I'm sure you've already noticed how quick matric this year has gone by for you. I encourage that you work extra hard. A lot of my teachers last year, around this time last year, were like, you still do have time to redeem yourself, guys. You still do. And I know that the application process stress is a lot, but please pray. Prayer is your weapon. pray to God and say, God, at this university I want to do this. Pray about which university you'd like to go to. Pray about whatever course you want to do. Pray to him about what you should be applying for at those universities. I encourage that you invite God once again, in addition to what I said to the topic before, that inviting God in all you do will set you up for success.